Hey, genderless dudes! No more Brad here, and I'll be here to explain and guide you all on a road to making xenogenders. Now, as someone who made about 2,965 xenogenders in total on Pinterest, and it's still going. I know I have my experiences about it. It's totally a fun way to cope with anxiety and such, and to express your creativity in the gender way, I think. Now, before we get into today's video, I just like to say some warnings. There's a lot of bright colors, offensive symbols, food, too many eyes, etc. So make sure you watch with caution. What is an xenogender? On the gender wiki page of the xenogender, it means that it's a non-binary identity and an umbrella term in which one's gender goes beyond human understandings. It just basically means we can identify as whatever we want in a gender way, especially the things we see and like, but as long as it's not harming anyone. Like, take this for example. I identify as an eagle claw from Freedom Finger, like I'm identifying it as a gender. The whole thing, that is. You just have to take things from the internet, game, etc. and make it as a gender that you identify with. The reason why people use these genders is because it helps people that don't fit with traditional or even common non-binary labels. The programs you can use, which is Ibis Paint, Procreate, and GIMP. I never actually tried making a xenogender on GIMP before, but I assume that it's possible to do that. I might actually try that someday. Anyways, on Procreate, it costs about $13 to get the app, but I suggest you're better off with just Ibis Paint if you think that's too much for an app, or you just can't afford it. I've used both Ibis Paint and Procreate for making xenogenders for about 4 or 5 years, and I can tell you from experience that it is easy and fun, but making a lot of them is kinda hard work, so just try not to overwork yourself too much. It's okay to take a break from it once in a while. Anyways, on Procreate and Ibis Paint, it's got so many features like creating your own brushes, using mirrors and rulers, animations, etc. Here's an example of a xenogender being made on Procreate. The resources are easy to find and easy to use, either on Pinterest, the Noun Project, or on DeviantArt. And yes, credit is appreciated when you use DeviantArt because sometimes most DeviantArt users might ask you to give credit when you use their resources. Sometimes it doesn't say if you have to give credit, but you can ask the people who give out resources on DeviantArt if it's required to give credit if you want. Look, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't get to speak for the other DeviantArt users. It'll be wrong if I do get to speak for them. Anyway, back on topic. If you want, you can check out Mogai Creator resources on Google. As you're making xenogenders, be careful not to use offensive symbols, like the battle axe that is used in the old lesbian flag. That symbol is created by, yeah, that person. You can also find templates on DeviantArt and Tumblr. There's always a lot of selection of xenogender templates that you can find from either of these sites or app. Always make sure that it's a PSD file, like in several layers. And if you can't find it, that's okay. But just know that you won't be able to import a PSD file in the Ibis Paint, unless you got Premium Plus bullshit. But you can always create your own xenogender flag templates, like I have. I've created about 37 flag templates for everyone, including me, to use, which is Eagle Clawic, Rainic, Pentagrammic, Captain Smileic, Splosic, THXic, Hadic, Passigressic, Favic, Cydic, Krabbypedic, Iic, and more. You can always find your inspiration also on Google, Pinterest, etc. All you have to do is find it and save it to gallery. You can also use the image as your color palette as well. And if you can't find your inspiration, you can create your inspiration by using sources like Gmod, GIMP, etc. Never use AI-generated apps or sites to find inspiration from AI-generated apps or sites for making xenogenders. That shit don't cut it. Alright, I think that's all I have for you. I try my best to explain it at the moment. I don't know what is there to explain, but if you'd like to discuss more, you can comment down below if you want to. That's up to you. I'll see you in another video. See ya!